Hi everyone, my name is Rose Reevely. I'm a Vedic astrologer and I'm here today talking about the sign of Scorpio. On November 16th, 2018, the sun will transit into the sign of Scorpio, where it will transit for or up until December 17th. About the middle of every month, the sun moves out of and follows into each zodiac sign. So Scorpio is ruled by the planet Mars, and this makes Scorpios very action oriented and really very driven. Scorpio is associated with the eighth sign of the natural zodiac, and the eighth sign is really most known for transformation. So Scorpios actually come in the world to transform, and that includes themselves and to help transform others. Mars rules physical energy. It rules the blood, the muscle in the body. And the sign of Scorpio actually is very much associated with mystery, and this is because it's representation of the cycle of birth, life, and death. The reproduction system, it rules long-term health. I think that Scorpio being a water sign, and they have incredible intuitive powers that often are, I think, sometimes overlooked because it's not something that you notice right away about Scorpios. They're really probably the most misunderstood sign of the entire zodiac, and I think a lot of this is because there's kind of a secrecy really seems to surround Scorpio. And that's not because they work at it. It's just it's something that's natural. They don't recognize or know that that other people look at them as being secretive or even having a hidden agenda. Scorpio is really, I think of them as the bloodhound of the zodiac, and by that I mean that bloodhounds go and find things through their scent. They can find whatever they're looking for using the power of their scent. And for Scorpio, it's their intuitive powers that they operate strongly from these, and this is what makes them really good at any kind of investigative work. They'll always get to the bottom of things. Some of the characteristics of Scorpio are they are competitive, though it's not always as obvious as it is with, say, the other Mars rule sign, which is Aries. Often Scorpios become CEOs or presidents of companies. They like to be in a position of authority. One of the reasons for this is that they're very independent. And so Mars does not mind working alone. They, in fact, sometimes, I think, actually prefer that. They are, again, very independent, and they're not really good at taking orders from other people. And probably that's because they're very well equipped to be the leader. They're naturally, they have natural characteristics to lead. So in any time, if a company is wanting to move ahead or even get their say it's a startup and they're wanting to get off the ground, Scorpios are really good at this, are really good, and so is Aries, particularly Aries. But Scorpio is good at getting things going because they're very strategically minded. And Scorpio thinks of advancement as in one way, and that's only ahead. Scorpio is not a sideways glancing sign. They think only in terms of moving ahead. I believe it's World War II, where a lot of the generals, Patton and a lot of Rommel, a lot of these very successful generals had strong either Scorpio or a lot of planets in this sign because they were very strategic minded. So, you know, as Mars rules athletes, think of speed in this way, and that is that they are looking for the most efficient way to maneuver whatever it is they're doing, whatever the goal is. They're looking for the most efficient and speedy way to get to the goal. Because the sun rules the 10th house for Scorpio, they prefer to work, if they're working for a person, it's really important for them to have respect for that person. If that is lost, then most of the time Scorpio will not continue in that work environment or continue to work for that person that they have kind of lost respect for. Scorpio is drawn often to the military. Many first responders have a very strong, either a lot of planets in Scorpio or their Mars is very strong. Firefighters, EMTs, again, first responders, people in the medical or even the health work sector, Scorpio is very drawn to this. Anytime there is cutting, Scorpio is good where it comes, for example, a surgeon has to have a very strong Mars to know where to make the cut. And this is what makes Scorpios, I think, very good healers too, is anything that involves needles or piercing or getting through. Even cutting hair takes a very good Mars talent there. So chemicals, again, Mars' ability to heal. There are chemicals that heal, that have a healing component to them. Scorpio is a really hard worker, and this probably makes for their success because they do not give up. It's a very determined sign. They're also loyal. This sign is very loyal, and one of the things that is one of the characteristics also associated with Scorpio, and you'll hear this often, is betrayal. And so for Scorpio, betrayal is probably the worst way that they suffer from being betrayed, either by friends or by their mates, their spouses. So this is a really serious way to inflict pain on Scorpio, is through betrayal, because they are so loyal. They are just extremely loyal to the people they care about, and they often retain their youthful looks. I think this is because of Mars throughout their life. High-spirited, yes, these are words that you often associate with Mars. Passionate, and they are fearless because Mars rules the sign of Scorpio, and Mars is the god of war. So we know that he was fearless, and had absolutely no fear about anything. And this is Scorpio, probably also because their 8th house is the house of transformation. It's almost as if they know that they need this fearlessness to transform themselves and to help other people transform as well. Scorpio loves adventure and spontaneity. They have a great sense of humor, and they also have this kind of magnetic and mystical charm about them. Persuasion, I think, is one of the things that you might notice about your Scorpio friends. They're very persuasive, and of course, seductive. So one of the things that I love about Scorpio is the determination that they have and their love of adventure. So this is one of the most profound signs of the zodiac, again, because I think it's connected to the natural, the eighth house of the natural zodiac, which is the house of transformation. So to all you Scorpios out there, happy birthday. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much. Bye.